And so I'm super happy with all of these vaccines.
Super happy with all of these vaccines.
Hey guys, what's up, and welcome back to the channel. You guys are watching Talks with Ryan. Like, share, and make sure and hit that subscribe button, and let's get into today's video.
Created and tested in record time, under a year. According to the data,
Bill Gates is pretty daggone excited and happy about this new vaccination program. And of course, who wouldn't be? It's going to make him a freaking trillionaire. The only problem is, it's only took about 9 or 10 months to come up with this vaccine. The fastest vaccine on record to this day is the mumps vaccine. And guess how long it took to come up with? 4 years. It was rushed. And guys, the United States inoculation system, which is exactly like the United States court and justice system, is just as full today as it was the day that vaccine came out. The vaccine was isolated, unlike this new virus, in 1945. It was then finished and approved and put out by 1948. 4 years. And look at all the problems. Can you imagine what this virus is going to lead up to with only 9 or 10 months behind it?
You know, there's still a lot of skepticism about the vaccine. I was just talking to a couple of members of our crew here, and I guess the basic question is, how can we be sure it's safe when it was developed so quickly?
Questions get asked when people have hesitancy or reluctance to get vaccinated. Did you go too quickly is the first. The answer to that is the speed was a reflection of extraordinary scientific advances and did not compromise safety, nor did it compromise scientific integrity.
Not compromise safety, nor did it compromise scientific integrity.
You know, guys, there's a lot of people in this country that does not realize how somebody like Robert Fauci can get up there and tell you that the short time limit it took to develop this new vaccine did not affect the safety or the scientific integrity of the new drug itself. Well, there's a reason why he can say whatever in the heck he wants to say to you, and it don't matter if it's true or not. The main reason he can get by with zero liability and zero oversight is all because of USC 42 and 300 AA section 22. It's called the Standards of Responsibility. No VaXx manufacturer shall be liable in any civil action lawsuit for damages arising from a VaXx related injury. This goes for anyone who received a VaXx after October 1st of 1988. Therefore, ever since 1988, they don't feel like they want to be liable for something that they're forcing you to put inside your body. That is, if the injury or death results from the side effects from the said VaXx.
The next question is, okay, but what about the fact, is it really safe and is it really effective? Or is this something the government is trying to put over on us? Is this something the companies want to take advantage of?
Well, first off, it's not just something that they want to take advantage of. It's definitely something they want to throw over the people's back. But the fact of the matter is they are taking advantage of this, and they have been taking advantage of it the entire time. When a company or a government comes out with an article like this that says you cannot sue Pfizer or Moderna if you have severe CV vaccine side effects, the government is likely won't compensate you for the damages, that means that they're definitely taking advantage of this entire situation, regardless if you like it or your health and your safety has anything to do with it at all.
Let's take a look at what's happened over the past few months. We've had clinical trials, and thanks to the volunteers in that trial, in tens of thousands who have put themselves on the line to prove to the country and the world that these are safe and effective products.
Well, right there, Fauci almost told the truth. He said the people that put themselves on the line, that's correct. But the part to prove that they're safe and effective is not true. Here's a story that shows 4 Pfizer volunteers who basically developed Bell's palsy symptoms after taking the brand new VaXx. During the trials, that is. Now guys, the US FDA regulators claim that it's unclear how these pre-tested and cleared, completely healthy test subjects developed this Bell's palsy from the new said VaXx. Now remember, this is the exact same FDA that said fluoridated water's healthy, that said Monsanto's was healthy, who basically come out and said that all these prescription drugs that are now under some type of class action lawsuit was also healthy, even though the overwhelming turnover and side effects and the problems that they have caused since they were developed. Meanwhile, Pfizer went on to say that they did not cut any corners, and may I add, that is except trials on animals, which has never been done before on any VaXx trials, and not including that this vaccine is one of a kind and it's also never been given to any human subjects along with animal subjects, now that we come to find out.
We're really now starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel that is going to ultimately get us through this. So we've got to get people vaccinated as quickly and as expeditiously as we possibly can.
As quickly and as expeditiously as we possibly can.
Until we get that herd immunity, as we say, which will require, in my opinion, about 75 to 80% of the population getting vaccinated.
That herd immunity, as we say, which will require, in my opinion, about 75 to 80% of the population getting vaccinated.
Guys, I've always heard, don't go near the light, when Fauci's referring to we're almost near the light at the end of the tunnel. So what is he trying to tell the people through his little speech that he just gave? And guys, do you guys know how the Spanish flu actually came to an abrupt end? It simply died out on its own. Basically, the virus went in circles until herd immunity was formed, until the virus had infected so many people that more or less it could not infect anybody else and keep itself alive. Guys, that cannot be replicated. Therefore, it has to do it on its own. So what's with all the new regulations, the lockdowns, and the VaXx mandatory or non-mandatory regulations? Regardless, herd immunity has to come from time and experience only. Now guys, before we finish up this video, there's something I want you all to seriously take into account and think about. They claim that this new VaXx does not have any strain of virus in it, and it's simply immune boosting. Therefore, no virus is involved, like our past and previous viruses have been. So here's the catch. If they're relying on herd immunity to do this, and they simply want your T cells to form a memory so they'll know when the virus enters your body, it knows to react accordingly. Well, that comes through herd immunity. But if the VaXx is only boosting your immunity and your immune system, then how come people are having side effects from the VaXx that resemble this new virus? Also, guys, about the other subject we talked about earlier in the video, if this thing is so safe, so promising, then how come the United States government, along with the VaXx manufacturer companies, can't stand behind their product? They've made laws that do no longer or do not hold them accountable for the creation that they've created. Therefore, if something bad goes wrong, they are not liable. I can think of probably 2,000 or 3,000 different companies that put out products every day, and if you're not happy or satisfied or something goes wrong, you get your money back or you get a replacement, and they can be held accountable in the court of law if it injures you and it's not supposed to. Everybody except the United States government. Guys, these are small factors that are never mentioned on the news or these little speeches and stuff, and it's what we have to take into account. It's going to be our future, and I'm not giving you guys medical advice, but I'm simply asking you to think about what is at hand and thoroughly go through the information and make a very well educated decision. So if you guys enjoy these videos, make sure and hit like, leave them a thumbs up, share them on all your social media platforms. And like always, guys, make sure to leave your thoughts down in the comment section below, and I will see you all in the next video.
I want to ask you, you mentioned side effects. The side effects for the Moderna vaccine sound concerning. We looked. After the second dose, at least 80% of participants experienced a systemic side effect, ranging from severe chills to fevers. So, are these vaccines safe?
We don't know if these vaccines will work.
The data showed that everybody with a high dose had a side effect.
Yeah, but some of that is not dramatic, where, it's just, super painful. But yes.
It's just, super painful, but yes.
Yeah, but some of that is not dramatic, where, it's just, super painful, but yes.